Right, folks, so the next fasting challenge starts on Monday. Again, we're going to try to keep it a wee bit intense this time. We're going to up it a wee level, but do this every now and again. You know, we're normally try and get new people on our Facebook, or then we'll just shut it down and kind of make it a wee bit harder with the existing members that we've already got. But it is hard whenever we bring in new people because we do have to make sure we have two different stages. Somebody new to this, and this is a bit of advice for you if you're talking to any of your friends or anybody that want to get into fasting. We wouldn't jump straight into just like what we're going to do this week. It is challenging. Now you can actually do it. You can, but not to say you can't. But just from a monitoring point of view, having someone there to monitor you and look after you, make sure everything's okay, and you understand the nuances, ins and outs, the hydration episode of vinegar, all the wee things that's going to make the fasting sort of, I don't want to say the word enjoyable, but enjoyable. You know what I mean? Enjoyable, successful. So you get a lot from it. You get the stuff from it you want to get from it, not just the dread of, oh, I'm hungry or I can't do this, all the negative sort of stuff. And so it is difficult because no matter what you think, no matter how positive you try to go into this, you still get the old dialogue in your head, your old stories that your brain's telling you about. Oh, if I go all day with no food, I will fucking die. All that rubbish now that most of us all know now is rubbish. But we still get that internal dialogue. You know, even that sort of, I need to step in the scales to see how well I've done, all that kind of stuff. So it's just about changing the internal dialogue in our head. Now, most of you have been doing this now quite a while. It's easy. Not easy as in wee buns, but it's easy from a mental point of view. You know what you're going to get from it. You know how you're going to feel. You know the enjoyability of it. You know the success of it. So it's slightly easier from that point of view to get your head on it to get tackled. So what are we doing this time round? We're going to do OMAD for the full 5 days. OMAD is 1 meal a day. Now, it's the way we structure the OMAD that's going to be important here, right? We're now going to go back to the no carbs. So no carbohydrates with OMAD, right? OMAD just means 1 meal a day, right? Now, I'll go into the reasons why we're doing all this as well too through the week with the videos. So thinking ahead about preparing, you'll need your apple cider vinegar. If you haven't watched the wee video stuck up the other day, have a wee look at it. It's very good about how it basically stops sugar cravings. It helps to mobilise fat for fuel, so we can oxidise more fat as we're burning the fat. We want to have green tea, right? Which one have I got? The green tea. Right, I keep those here all the time. And what I do every day is I'll alternate a cup of coffee, cup of green tea, cup of coffee, cup of green tea through the fast. Again, the green tea is very good again for mobilizing fat, detoxing, all that kind of stuff, making you feel really good, reducing inflammation. I'll stick up a video actually, I've seen one there a couple of weeks back on green tea and how actually good it is for you. Things like, again, mobilizing fat and great for during a fast period. That's all we want to have, guys. Again, we want to try and remove all this silly stuff. No, we can't have diet sodas and all that kind of stuff. Please try and remember, one of the objectives here of fasting is, if you think about why fasting was ever invented, every religion that we know has some sort of fast protocol as what they do. Like, I remember as a child, we would eat a fast on a Friday and had fish for dinner, right? So that was part of the thing. Ramadan, they do fasting. All the sort of big religions do fasting. They have done from the start of time. As part of purification. They realised even thousands of years ago that by fasting we could heal illnesses, we could reduce inflammation, and we could purify our bodies, all that kind of stuff. So think about that when we're doing this, that this is a purification or a detox phase. I don't like the word detox because there's no such thing. The liver detoxes itself all the time. So see if you see any of these detox remedies or detox protocols, they're a load of bollocks. Your liver detoxes itself all the time. But what we're doing is we're purifying ourselves, if you know what I mean. There's a bit of a difference. Taking in things like water, lots of water, good green tea, caffeine as well too, the benefits of all those things, and getting rid of all that sort of processed food, all that gluten and all that kind of stuff. It's really kind of bunging up the system. And cleaning out the intestines, cleaning out the colon, all of it, right? So at the end of this week, you should feel absolutely amazing. Remember, please remember, the objective of the 5-day challenge from my point of view, from a coaching point of view, from the reason why I created it, the whole point why I designed it, the whole point of everything I've researched to add on it, all the wee bits and pieces, the nuances, were to make you look good and feel great. Weight loss, right, which I know most of you are here for, not everybody, but most of you are here for, is a byproduct of those two things, right? Looking good and feeling good, a byproduct of that is your body fat coming down to where it should be, all right? So if you always make your objective to look good and feel good, you will always get to the weight you want to be. If you always try and lose weight, you will be fucking miserable, because you'll be trying diets that don't work, deprivation, starvation, and all that kind of stuff, and then that negative feedback loop whenever you couldn't achieve your goal because you now feel like shit because you broke your diet and blah 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 blah. Hell, you know what I'm talking about. So that's what we're trying to focus on. So the 1 meal a day, we're still going to have the protein shake half an hour before the meal. What I would like you to focus on here on those meals, so give yourself a bit of time to prep, but today's what, Friday, Saturday, Sunday prep time. What I like to do with OMAD, guys, I like to make a big salad. Huge big salad. Lots of lettuce, lots of leaves, olives, cucumber, all the stuff. If I was to think in my head, how would I purify myself? Or how would, if you want to use the word detox, what would I use from a detox point of view? A nice drizzle of lemon over the top of it, some sea salt, you know, a wee bit of some sort of light dressing if you want. No, some sort of balsamic vinegar. Balsamic vinegar is very good for reducing insulin, bringing down blood glucose. Whole eggs, 2 or 3 whole eggs in there, a couple of cherry tomatoes. I would then try and have some sort of meat source like salmon, tuna, maybe a bit of red meat, maybe a bit of chicken, something like that that's going to then have my protein source. At the end of that, about half an hour later, I'll have a Greek yogurt with some blueberries. Or even make it, if you want to call it a 3-course meal, your protein shake for starters, your main course, and then your dessert then is going to be your Greek yogurt. All those things are going to make you feel really full up, really sort of grateful for the food you've had all day. Then, before we go to bed, another shot of apple cider vinegar to try and help bring that blood sugar down quick, so we go into the fasting period even quicker. That's what we want to be aiming for. Now, from a supplementation point of view, we talked about the yohimbine before. Yohimbine's always a very good one because it gives you a bit of energy. It's a bit of a stimulant as well too. That with your coffee, but be careful with the high dose if you've never tried it before. It will. I took mine from 10 to 20 milligrams there last week, and I was out of my trolley for the first 2 days. It was like really hit me very hard. Some people reckon they doesn't hit them that hard. For me, it was like boom. I mean, Jesus, it really shook me up a wee bit. So it took me a couple of days to adapt to that. But again, great for mobilizing fat, great for utilizing energy. And one of the things, so there's the diet structure. Please, right? Say you're fasting, you get a certain amount of success off doing this fast Monday to Friday. Follow the protocol exactly the way we did it, right? Exactly the way we did it, exactly the way we're talking about. And you get the results. Let's see what those results are, irregardless, doesn't matter what they are. If you add on exercise, you will amplify your results by about 67 to 80%, right? From a weight loss point of view, from a health point of view, from a purification point of view, everything, because your body, when you're doing resistance training, lifting weights specifically, you're using up more blood glucose, so you're tapping into your fat reserves even quicker. We're increasing muscle density, bone density, even increasing dopamine, sort of the receptors in the brain that make you feel good and make more enjoyability out of what we're doing. Go for an early morning walk, mobilizing that fat for fuel and then utilizing it, so we're oxidizing the fat. Going for a fasted walk in the morning, first thing in the morning, will increase your fat burning results by about 30%. No joke, right? If you can do 45 minutes to an hour those 5 days, even 6 days, the Saturday morning as well too, we're really maximizing our fat burning potential when we're doing this fast, right? And again, from my point of view, when I do something like this, if I take a time out of my life to do something this challenging, which we do once a month, I want to guarantee I maximize it to the limit. I really want to put my foot down and really nail this. So again, as always, my promise to all of you, if you want to come into the gym with me, I'll take you for the week. In fact, I will actually take you for the month for absolutely free. I give everybody on this group a month of my time coaching in the gym for free. Now, there's 1 or 2 reasons for that. 1, you can say that you want to continue coaching with me, or 2, you can use what we've taught you in that 4 weeks and then go and apply that somewhere else, wherever you want. I don't care. This is about teaching you how to be the best version of you, how to look good and feel great. That's the objective, guys. Whenever you put those 2 things as your forefront of your goals, everything just falls into place. Everything, you subconsciously start to eat right, do better, make better choices. So whenever you're on a weight loss diet, you want to just lose weight, you'll always make the wrong choices. You always have done, you always will, and you're always going to. That's just the way it is. Right? I'm trying to teach you the way here to lose weight and keep it off forever and look good and feel great. So one more thing I want to ask you to do here whenever we're doing this challenge this week. Right? Now, some of you might find this a wee bit, I don't know what you call it, a wee bit woo-hoo, but for me personally, it's about everything that I put into the fast that's going to help me get something back. The more I put in, the more I'll get back. A lot of what we do during a fast, I'm sure, as you already know, is a lot to do with your mindset and how you feel and how you prepare. If you go into this Monday morning thinking, I'm going to be starving, I'm not going to enjoy this because I'm just here to lose weight and that's it, I don't care about anything else, then you will struggle. Like, you're going to struggle. That's just the bottom line. You're going to end up with the wrong objective. You're going to end up with a negative connotation. What I do with some clients, sometimes with some potential clients, if I'm doing a consultation call, is trying to change people's perception on what we're doing and why we're doing it, right? And how do you actually achieve the goal that you want by just having a different perspective on what the goal is. Still the same outcome, but we change our perception on what it is. For example, our objective is they look good and feel great. A byproduct is weight loss. Your weight will come down to its natural weight that it should be. Instead of, my goal is just to lose weight, I don't care about being fit and healthy, I just want to lose weight. You will never lose weight, because it's just the way the brain works. I can't grasp onto why I'm doing this, because it doesn't want to do anything harmful. So what I'll say to a lot of women is, right, give me a word association game. Give me all the words that you have that go along with diet. Right, they're always negative. Restriction, not nice food, deprivation, no alcohol, no chocolate. It's always the negative sort of connotations or aspects of the brain that we associate with the word diet. Because you've been trying to diet for so long, so many years, there's been so much pressure put on you, so much sort of, if you don't lose weight, you're a bad person. If you go to Weight Watchers and you haven't lost a pound, you're no good. All that silly negative stuff. This is a fattening food, this is not a fattening food. If I eat this, I'm a bad person. If I eat this, I'm a good person. All that, Jesus, melting your brain shit. So whenever you go into this, if you go into this with I'm here to lose weight, you're just giving your brain just a dump of all those negative things. And like I keep trying to say to people, if your end destination, if where you want to be is a happy, positive place, a happy, positive outcome, you will never get there with a journey that's not positive, right? If that makes sense. If all I think about is waking up every day, oh Jesus Christ, I'm going to diet again, I have to do this again. Oh no, I hate the fucking gym, but I have to go because I want to lose weight. See that? I'm going to the gym because I just want to lose weight. I hate it. I hate every moment of it. My personal trainer's a dick. He keeps telling me to do stuff I don't want to do. He's pushing me quite hard. Blah, 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 blah. All that kind of stuff. We will never get the goal because your perception of what your journey is wrong. It's negative. If we go into this and we go, do you know what? I'm looking here to look good and feel great, to get really healthy, purify, help my body produce more collagen, a bit of autophagy, reduce the risk of cancer, Alzheimer's, increase bone density, muscle density, and feel really good in my skin and feel loads of confidence and everything that I want to feel. That's a different perception. And the brain can attach all that because it knows it's doing something good for you. It wants that. I want more of this. It might be difficult, it might be a challenge, it might be I put a bit of effort in, but I want that. I'm going to feel good at the end of this. So it's changing your perception of everything that we're doing. So for example, one thing that I like to do, and again you might think it sounds a wee bit woohoo, but it helps the brain attach onto what we're doing. Before I sit down to that meal, when I'm doing OMAD or 1 meal a day, I've worked hard all day, I've done my training, I've been in the gym, I've been working, I'm up early, I'm tired, probably I'm hungry. I prepare the food, I sit down, right? Now, I'm not a religious person at all, never have been, never will be, but there's certain things that I do really believe in, and it's energy. So I'll sit down and I will literally give gratitude for what I'm about to eat. I'm going to give gratitude to the fact that I can refuel my body, the ability that I actually can sit down to a meal, at the fact that, I've fasted all day and we say we're hungry. You're not fucking hungry. There's people in the world who are actually starving with hunger, who have really experienced proper hunger, and there's us crying because we went a fucking couple of hours without a chocolate biscuit. Seriously. So it's about giving gratitude for what I'm about to sit down. I'm having this really delicious, nutritious meal that I've prepared. It's going to make me feel good and nourish my body, and I am so grateful for the fact that I can do this, that I have this. Then when you start eating, you enjoy every single bite. The flavours of the food just seem to just heighten, and you feel satisfied and you feel grateful. I don't feel deprived, I don't feel starved, I don't feel restricted, I don't feel poor me, look at me, I've only got 1 meal a day. Crap, this inner child that just wants to give me a hug and give me some sweets and make me feel better, that we all have. But it's learning to change your perception on what we have. Sit down, close your eyes just for 2 seconds and just say, do you know what, I'm so grateful for this. Again, religions do that all the time. Thank you, God, for the food we're about to receive. but it's the energy that you're putting into your body for what you're doing, so the brain can have a different perspective on what we're trying to achieve. Trust me, that's how success is built. That's how you get to your finish line. That's how you achieve your goal. That's how you want, if you want in your terms, you lose weight and you keep it off. But in mine, how you look good and feel great for the rest of your life. Does that make sense? Any questions, let me know. Good luck. Let's get it on.